Total quality management. Quality is a state in which value entitlement is realized for the customer and provider in every aspect of the business relationship. TQM is a set of management practices throughout the organization geared to ensure the organization consistently meets or exceeds customer requirements. TQM places strong focus on process measurement and control as means of continuous improvement. In this lesson, we are going to study concepts and issues related to total quality management. It follows from the previous slide that after studying this lesson, you should be able to know what is quality, learn about the cost of quality, know about the different approaches to total quality management (TQM), describe the quality management function, know about various methods of service quality measurement for service control in service firms, know the different building blocks and pillars of TQM, define Six Sigma approach. Costs of poor quality are generally classified into four broad categories, namely internal failure costs, external failure costs, appraisal costs, and prevention costs. The late 1980s saw a movement away from the concept of quality to that of total quality management. TQM is a process approach and it is a management strategy. This approach is also used in ISO 9000 standards. When managers use a process approach, it means that they manage the processes that make up their organization, the interaction between these processes, and the inputs and outputs that join these processes together. Improved efficiency and service can result from focusing not only on achieving present performance targets, but more importantly, by breaking through existing performance levels to new higher levels. A close cooperation between those who provide services and those who consume services is essential. Usually, quality control is a staff function independent of production. In case of inspection, decisions have to be taken of where to inspect, how much to inspect, and how to control inspection costs. Total quality management focuses on the needs of the customer rather than on internal requirements. Implementing a quality management system and becoming certified is only important to the extent it can improve customer satisfaction and loyalty. Total quality management system includes corrective action system, root cause analysis, stop the line authority. Corrective action system takes corrective actions that result from non-conformances, receiving inspections, customer complaints, audits, and more can all be tracked through resolution and final verification. Root cause analysis finds the real cause of an unwanted situation which consumes resources and has the possibility of repeating itself. It is considered beneficial to figure out what is really causing this situation to occur and remove it so that the situation does not occur again, rather than simply continuing to deal with the symptoms. It is also called the 5 whys. Stop the line authority assures any employee that he or she may stop an entire assembly line, if necessary, to halt the production of defects. Quality control in service firms has to be organized in ways distinctly different from that in manufacturing firms. This is because, unlike manufacturing, it often becomes a challenge to design service systems, metrics that quantify quality levels in service-oriented companies. Hard standards have been developed in the areas such as appearance, customer contact areas, lounges, reservations, sales, check-in, system reliability, baggage handling, punctuality, and so on. Soft standards are applied to all customer contact areas. The world's best service providers measure almost everything that can be measured. A way of categorizing non-financial service indicators, that is, catching interest, is to refer to them either as upstream or downstream indicators, where, for example, improved quality of service upstream leads to better financial performance downstream. If TQM is compared with a brick and mortar building, it requires help of 8 key elements, viz. Ethics, integrity and trust for the foundation, training, teamwork and leadership as the building bricks, communication as binding mortar, and recognition as roof of the building. John J. Bonsling outlines the TQM principles he believes are most salient to education reform. He calls them the 4 pillars of total quality management. According to Pillar 1, an organization must focus first and foremost on its suppliers and customers. The second pillar of TQM applied in the total dedication to continuous improvement, personally and collectively. The third pillar of TQM is the recognition of the organization as a system, and the work done within the organization must be seen as an ongoing process. The fourth TQM principle is that the success of TQM is the responsibility of top management. The lean concept refers to a collection of tools used to promote long-term profitability and growth by doing more with less. This seemingly impossible task is achievable by identifying and eliminating non-value-added processes, and with proper training, any company can implement lean successfully. The table here shows the difference between the mass production and a lean enterprise. Kaizen strategy is one of the most important concepts in Japanese management and is credited with being a key to Japanese competitive success. Kaizen is made by the translation of kai, meaning change, and zen, meaning good, thus implying improvement. The core principle is the self-reflection of processes or feedback. The purpose is the identification, reduction, and elimination of suboptimal processes, and the emphasis is on incremental, continuous steps rather than giant leaps. Kaizen includes customer orientation, total quality control, robotics, QC circles, suggestion systems, automation, discipline in the workplace, total productive maintenance, Kanban, just-in-time, zero defects, new product development, small group activities, productivity improvement, statistical quality control, cooperative labor or management relations. Now let us check if we have understood the various concepts discussed in this lesson clearly. Soft attributes are those attributes that must be met by the delivered product or service if it is to be considered satisfactory. Right or wrong? Wrong. Quality is a state in which value entitlement is realized. Right or wrong? Right. External customers are the receivers of output transactions that take place within the organization. Right or wrong? Wrong. Before we end, let us briefly revise what we have studied till so far. Total Quality Management, or TQM, is a management concept coined by W. Edwards Deming. The basis of TQM is to reduce the errors produced during the manufacturing or service process, increase customer satisfaction, streamline supply chain management, aim for modernization of equipment, and ensure workers have the highest level of training. One of the principal aims of TQM is to limit errors to 1 per 1 million units produced. Total quality management is often associated with the development, deployment, and maintenance of organizational systems that are required for various business processes.